Like, yeah.
This place is called Papa's Donuts, and it's really good.
Papa's Donuts?
On Saturday, he sometimes does like ukulele lessons, and he does shaved Hawaiian ice.
That's funny. I really want a donut, but I really have to find someone that can give me ukulele lessons. If only.
It's sort of that hangout place. It's a place that's cool to hang out at.
I like that. Ukulele and donuts.
Hawaiian donuts, and they're
They go together like peas and mayonnaise. All right.
That's pretty cool.
So you guys, up here, the number 4 actually should be, it's like one step away. It's like somebody reading an equation. So there's actually no setup. You just go right into math and do it. So number 4 should have been the easiest problem on there. But for that reason, sometimes it's the hardest because you make too much out of it. So up here I've got like the first step in a problem, which is when you read through, you go, Bob makes, who gives a shit, Fred, there's Bob and Fred. Okay, Bob and Fred. There's their money that they make, right? And then you go, now I care about which one depends on the other one. Well, Bob depends on what Fred makes. Does that make sense? It's not like he only makes money when Fred does, but Bob makes 300 less than twice Fred. So I know that I'm going to call Fred F or X or whatever you call them. You can even call him Box. Who cares? It's just got to be a symbol that represents his money. And then Bob, what can I write for Bob then? He makes 300 less than twice. Yeah, so twice Fred is that much, and then 300 less than this is that. So anytime you see like 7 less than, okay, you write the next part first, minus 7. And now the equation, together, they make 1950, right? So Bob doesn't make 1950 by himself, he wishes. You add Fred in there, and then that's 1950 last week. Right? They're door-to-door salesmen selling donuts and ukulele lessons. So now this should be the easy part. So you add the terms, you add the 300 over, you divide by 3. Make that a 3, Jeff. There you go, buddy. And what do you get? 750. So that's Fred. So right there, you can just put 750 right there. Bam! So Fred makes 750. And this is the beautiful thing. If you do this step, it helps you set the equation up, and it helps you answer the damn thing. So what's Bob make? Twice Fred. Twice 750 is 1,500. Minus 300 is 1,200. And how do you check to make sure this looks good? Together they made 1980. It works, 1950. That doesn't mean you made it, you got it right. Now I want to be really careful. If you set these up wrong, all this could work beautifully and it's still wrong. But at the very least, you want to make sure these do what they're supposed to do. If they don't, then you obviously made a mistake somewhere. If they do, you got a really good chance you're right. All right. So number 2, you draw the picture. The players are length and width. In this problem, there's a pot-bellied pig involved at all. I need the length to be 3 less than twice the width. So which one is going to be a single letter? The width, because the length depends on it. So let's call the width, I'm going to call it X this time, just because. And then the length is 3 less than twice the width. Well, twice the width is 2X, or 2W. And then 3 less than that, right? Yeah. I like it. And then if you label your picture, you got the widths, you got the lengths, and then you won't forget that there's 4 things involved, right? Or if you know the twice W plus twice L, you can just throw it in there. It's the same thing.
I thought you had included 30.
Say again?
I thought you had
Yes, we do. Not yet, though. Because what's the 30 represent? It's what all these parts do together. So you got players, and you got what do they do together. The players up here were Bob and Fred. What do they do together? They made 1950 last week. So here, what do all these things do together? They make 30 if I add them up. So that last piece we haven't done yet is actually what sets up the equation. So if I add all these up, x plus 2x minus 3 plus x plus 2x minus 3, I get 30. So then you get 3x, 6x minus 6, right? Equals 30. And then you add the 6, divide by 6, you get x equals 36. I mean 6. You get 36 divided by 6 is 6, yeah. And 6 what? For who?
6 width.
Yeah, so this is the width is 6 feet. So the length would be twice 6 is 12 minus 3 is 9 feet. And 9 and 6 and 9 and 6 make 15 and 15 make 30. Yay, they do what they're supposed to do. Can't like it, maybe. You guys turn around. Alright. They're so hard to read, man.
I included 30 inside that.
Oh, in here?
Yeah.
Okay. But you see, there's always going to be that number that actually ties everything together. And that I don't use until I go to make up my equation. That tells me what's on the other side of my equation. So even if I didn't tell you the 30, you could still draw this picture, right?
I thought it meant like, okay, I have this much, and then this is what I have to do with it.
Yes.
I don't know.
So I have this much, and I want to do this with it.
Oh, man. Okay.
Okay.
So
So that's how you can interpret that. I want to make 4 sides using all 30 feet.
I don't know what I'm doing.
What about number 3? So I got a first angle, a second angle, and a third angle. Which one's going to be just x?
The first angle.
Yeah, because the second is blah blah first, the third is blah blah first. They all depend on the first one, so I got to give him a name first. So let's call him, what do you guys call him? Hey, I like it. So then the second angle is twice as large, I like it. And then the third angle is 40 less than the first. Yeah, A minus 40, I like it. And then we had a little thing about what the hell did all the angles in a triangle add up to be? They add up to be 180. So if I take that one plus that one plus that one, and sometimes people feel like they wrote A enough, so they just don't write enough A's. But you got to find that, that, and that all in your equation. That, that, and that. All 3 angles.
Could you even skip the step and just like 4 8?
Yeah, totally. You could just add them, and then I'd love it. Nothing wrong with that. So A, 2A, A is
For
4A.
showing work and stuff, that's fine.
Well, if you went straight from here to here, I would understand that you were adding these together. That's fine. So this and this solving is the work. I love it. Add 40, divide by 4. You get 220, divide by 4 is 55. 55 what? Degrees. So, get out of here. So A is 55 degrees. So the first angle is 55. The second angle would then be 110. I love it. And the third angle would be 55 minus 40. And then if you add 55, 110, and 15, you get 180. Thank God. They do what they're supposed to do. Good little angles.
I didn't know what to do with the answer.
Oh, but you got 55?
Yeah.
Now here's the thing. If you skip this step, it'll be a little harder to figure out what the hell to do with it. But if you don't skip the step, then you just go right up here and you just plug it into each one. If only I knew what A was, I would know what the second angle is. Well, I know what A is, so now I know what the second angle is twice A, and so forth. I like it. And then the last one was the easy one, hopefully. You could write it like this. 9 is added to 4 times the number, you get 37. Subtract 9 is 28, divide by 4, you get 7. Done. No units, because they're just saying it's a number. Whoa. Does that make more sense maybe than, or does it make some sense? Is it?
You write it out, yeah.
Yeah.
You have to write it out.
So you make the simplest mistakes when you skip steps up here, trust me.
Well, like,
So if you want to get through stuff quickly, yeah. But if you'd like to get the right answers, maybe you should do this. All right, guys, that's enough for today. Oh, that's right. What did you need? I'm sorry.
It said that I'm missing 2 sections of homework right now.
Okay, that's right.
And I handed in a couple at least one. There was a single sheet, so I don't know if it could have gone on.
I just got to look through my. Yeah, I got your email. I just forgot to look through my little stack of stuff this morning. So I got a couple stacks of stuff of people that did well on the test that I haven't looked at the homework yet.
Wow.
So I'll just recheck in there.
Hang on to all that. It looks beautiful on a resume.
Well, then I
Yes?
default in your direction and say that I must have put them in some other. Somewhere. So if you've done them already and turned them in, I should have them. It's just I probably might not have put them in the spreadsheet, so it's not a big deal. But let me look for them. Oh.
See you, Jeff.
See you, Travis.
Can you put this out?
Oh, do you have this the grade sheet summary from last time?